Hi, darlings. This is just going to be really quick. I've been away all day at the dentist, my faraway drive, and I'm working all week. So I've just two really important things, which is joining dots from everything, all the posts we've been doing. So New Zealand, I wonder where this blue spiral was seen. People are thinking it's coming from the SpaceX rocket, which we know we're at X marks the spot. We're at that Kentucky X of the two eclipses. And that rock was first set off by Trump and the president of Israel at 322, the time. So that's my postcode, and it's Falcon 9. So my postcode is 32290. So I haven't looked into this. I've just done two posts, which I'm going to show you now, and I'm going to leave you to join the dots. But this is all about Andromeda Milky Way, where Mars is right now, and it was for the Andromeda pirate boat Perseus Andromeda 2 years ago on the October the 25th autumn equinox. So Andromeda Milky Way collision. The Andromeda Milky Way collision is a galactic collision predicted to occur in about 4-5, that's that 45, that angle of the 8 meter that I show you. It's in my last video I've just done. You've got 45, that angle, years between the two largest galaxies in the local group, the Milky Way, which contains the solar system and Earth, and the Andromeda Galaxy. So it's a diameter of about 220,000. So that's your B22, 2.5 million light years away. That's your 7 Jubilee. So, I'm just bringing to your attention this. So Andromeda Milky Way Mars is on Andromeda Now Summer Solstice 2022, as Mars was for October the 25th, 2020, autumn solstice. Mars, the Greek hero Perseus, traveling home after slaying Medusa. That's where we've got the North Node at the moment. Algol spotted the princess Andromeda chained to a rock. He rescued her from being sacrificed to a sea monster and won her hand in marriage. So the Libyan flagged crude oil tanker Nave Andromeda issued a distress call while in the English Channel just off the Isle of Wight. So this was right in front of the three needles, which we've now got for the Asia. Got the three needles, Isle of Wight, all this we've been covering. I've been covering in all my videos last year. So images, the three needles, you've got the red and white lighthouse to make the pink panther. There's the three needles. And we've now got Merlion, Asia. They've got their three needles now. There they are. You've got the 777111 and Merlion in Asia. Right, so so Nigeria is where we've got the Victoria Falls. The Victoria Falls. You're going to see this. Isle of Wight is everything I've explained. The White House where Mary Ryan, my great-grandmother, so Victoria Falls, it's on the Zamzi River in southern Africa. So I don't know why I'm thinking Nigeria here. We've got Mary Ryan, May Queen. What you can go and look up. There's a lot more about her. So brought up here, these are the images. Brought up by Juliet Cameron on the White House, the Irish Maids. So this is her. I always show you the 5-pointed star with the imposter, my great-grandmother, Juliet Cameron. This is all Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll, the Victorian era, and very much playing the role of Andromeda. So I'll show you. You can read that. I'm going to make this super, super quick. Here we go. 4-5 billion years between the two largest galaxies, the Andromeda Milky Way collision. So there we have on today for the summer solstice, Mars right on Andromeda. This is Pisces. So let's get my let's get this open. 6:21. So we've got Jupiter, the ruler, right now with the moon, but we've got Neptune here as well. We've got Venus at home, domicile, Mercury coming up to be right on Aldebaran. And we're going to have for the last day of the G7, we'll come to that in a minute, but I've showed you we're going to have a black moon right on Sirius for the last day of G7. We're going to come to that. So that's today, Mars on Andromeda. There is the spiral in New Zealand. I wonder where this is in New Zealand because I've been talking to you about Omama Beach. D-Day is in New Zealand in the shape of the fertility tubes. Let's show you. Omama Beach, New Zealand. So Lars and I have always said that we think New Zealand is Virgo. So rising, the new Virgo, the new Earth. This is Omaha Beach. Let's look at a map. So you can see the fertility tubes. There, the fertility tubes. Omaha Beach in New Zealand. So I don't know where that was spotted, but I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so there's a spiral. It's just the Bear, the North Polaris, the Big Dipper, the swastika, the spin, the Ezekiel wheel, and there's Andromeda, and she looks a lot like me. It's the Pisces, and there we've got the image they show us. It looks just like the sailing boat that I've been showing you, the seventh sister of London Grammar, To Lose Your Head, London Grammar, Lose Your, and the same as in the Truman Show, London Grammar, Lose Your Head. There we've got the Andromeda in the ultraviolet. There she is with her little boat, exactly like in the Truman Show, the Seventh Sisters. And we've had, as I've been explaining in all my videos, we've got Venus right now on the Pleiades, on the Seven Sisters. Okay, so you know, people just can't join up all the dots, so I have to keep showing you, but you never know what my role is in this story, how much longer I'm going to be here. Mars on that Andromeda. Okay, let's go. There is the little rowing boat, Nave Andromeda. We've got the orange and black. This is the collision. Looks like the two cells. There is Picnic at Hanging Rock. We've got Miranda, the Tempest. I showed you where I live. We've got the Shape of the Heart. We've got the World Country, the Country Cowboy Festival. It's the capital of my region. And they had the biggest Holy Grail storm. It's just the same story. Goldilocks used to be Silverlocks. You've got the three bears. There's always one missing. There's always one bear. And the three legs around that swastika. She disappears. Victoria falls. And we've got the lady in red rising. And none of the girls are happy in the Victorian era. But we're now in the Elizabeth line. Health is beauty. They've given us just there. So they show us the red and the orange. Isle of Wight, right here. Bay of Biscay is where I live now. It's the Bay of the Atlantic. And where I am right now is just here. I'm on a direct line to the Isle of Wight. So there's the Isle of Wight, Black Swan, White Swan, Black Swan of Paris, Princess Diana. She was the moon goddess, Taurus. Now they're bringing up the bully. This was exactly the kind of attack where drama in the Solent, a special forces retake tanker. So it's the unconscious collective. It's us. It was the tubes, the fallopian tubes blocked, as we just saw at Omar Beach in New Zealand. Here's Andromeda there. He cuts off, he takes her power. And then when Mars was opposite in Virgo this October, that's when they cut all the trees down in my forest, and my son-in-law died. And my daughter lives in New Zealand, so he died in New Zealand, and his brother 1 year before in Australia. There's Andromeda in the Milky Way. There she is. There's Miranda, and we've got the rising now of the Black Madonna, Lady Gaga, and Amy Winehouse, who's the same lady who was found pregnant, killed by 93 dogs in the forest of Villers-Cotterêts, VC, where I used to live, where the armistice was signed. So this is the water drying up. We're going to have so there's she is coming, the lady in red, between the parallel worlds, parallel bars. Marianne Faithful, Lucifer Rising, everything I've been showing you. The Whale's Tail, where we've got Pluto retrograde right now, the Paris Olympics, the 10-6, Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. This is the Whirlpool, Gemini on the Taurus, Mercury on the Taurus Bulls, Horns on Aldebaran. Okay, so I've showed you that. You have to go over all my old articles. So, and then I just put this together for G7, Ostrich Feather, Ishstein, Fleur de Lis, Lucifer, Austria, Australia, Africa, emus come from Australia, ostriches come from Africa, Jim, we've got the Jazz in Marciac, so Lars went and had a look. Marciac is in, it's just a big cross. The cross we bear, Jupiter Mercury, it's called Jim, Jazz in Marciac, JM on Baghdad, Badminton, Cross, Paddington, Bear. The 7 children. I'm going to take you to see the Sound of Music, the Bavarian Mountains, children, doe is a female deer, not a bully, Baghdad Cafe, Bavarian Mountains, teddy bear, peak, pike, picnic at Hanging Rock, Elmo, Emo, Castle, site of the 2022 G7 summit. This spot in the Bavarian Alps is not only picturesque, it's also the perfect location security-wise. The luxurious hotels represent Pisces, will be the venue of the G7 summit, Hotel California, G7 summit. German tourist Yasmin Munchester, this is the story of Baghdad. Dad argues with her husband after car trouble strands them along a dusty highway in the American Southwest. So it's where I live in the Southwest, where we've got, you know, Buffalo Bill, the Cowboys, got Carshett City and Buffalo Farm breeding buffaloes in my little village. So fuming, she storms off and travels by foot to the nearest outpost of civilization. She goes to a petrol station, just like in Paris, Texas. The first scene, he goes into the petrol station. Baghdad Cafe, upon arriving, she butts heads with the owner, but they soon forge an unlikely friendship. Europe, Africa, Pisces, Virgo. Release date, the song Calling You. Maria, this is Sound of Music, and Inspiring Nun. So Nun, we've got Nan coming out. They've showed you the comedy. Inanna, the nun falls, and Ishtar, Inanna, the dark side. When she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was Horus. Is sent as a governess to take care of 7 motherless children. Soon her jovial and loving nature tames their hearts and the children become fond of her. So here we got Prince Charles with the fleur de lis, the ostrich feathers, Eastine. We go and have a look what that means again. I did know. We've got the yellow corn upside down. I just told you lorries have been emptying 500 meters for the last 5-0. Hand, I showed you the grail, but what I missed to show you the other day was they show you the hidden hand with the thumb open, 2 balls of grail. Then they show you a picnic table full of grail. And then they show you the hidden hand with the thumb shut. So that's the passage of Mars on Andromeda. This is the thumb open, and when Mars closes, it will be shut. So what is going to go on between this passage of Mars? So when he was here for the pirates, he was retrograding here. So that's going to be the 7-5. So 7-7. We could have something. Anyway, we'll come to that in the next video. So there she is about to open the corn. Corn wool was last year's G7. Yellow, orange, blue, black, and fading white. Blue is the new Spica and Vega star. Oh, we'll look at this. Oh, on the 7-7, the moon is going to be on Spica, the blue star. Right. Okay, so this is for the beginning of G7. We're going to have that black moon coming towards to be on Sirius. Venus, Mercury just leaving the bullseye. This is Laura Collette, who won badminton cross, 70 Jubilee. Collette, French writer, wrote the book in 1944 of Gigi that I always show you. So Gigi is just 7-7. Gigi is the 7-7. Parisian girl being groomed for a career as a courtesan, and her relationship with the wealthy, cultured man named Gaston, that's where I live, Gaston, who falls in love with her and eventually marries her, just like in The Sound of Music. So she wears her glasses. She had an accident. So second day and last day of G7, we've got the black moon on Sirius, and Mars will be bang in the middle of that, this V for victory. So here we have Louis that we've already covered, King Louis, and there, remember how naughty all the children were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. There he is doing his Planet of the Apps, Appy, the bull god, 7 little ducks, that's the canton I've showed you over and over again in that clip from La Vie est Belle, the Italian film, where at the end of the film, he is taken by the German officer who he thinks he's going mad, and he says to him a riddle, and he says to him, the canton, the little baby yellow ducks, the children, the Gascon, the Austrian, so the Bavarian mountains, the guitar is just the music of your soul. This is the wheel, it's your soul. 3 ostrich feathers, so emu, ostrich. This, it lives in Australia, and this lives in Africa. So, you know, one is the Joker. I'm a girl. It's Taurus. She's not a bully. She's being made into Pan, the green man. She's female. Doe, a deer, female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, far, a long, long way to run, forest grump, so, a needle pulling thread, la, a note to follow, so, Instagram, right, so doe becomes the stag and the ram, raw, golden sun, the Sound of Music, Bidden just fell off his bicycle, the bicycle, I like to ride my bicycle, and there you have the axis, Europe, Africa, Dad, Baghdad, G-Dad, G-D-Day, D-Day. My father was born on D-Day, the 6th of June. And there's Paddington Bear on it, so maybe for the Tour de France, the bicycles. And there's Freddie Mercury. And there she is with 3 horses like the 3 needles. And Mars, it was all sponsored by Mars. I showed you all that. Paddington, there's the green man and the red and blue that becomes the purple rain, and the corgi and that cup of tea, testosterone, becoming the singularity, the one sex. So basically, I just wanted to show you that. 20 minutes, not bad, but it's incredibly important. And I'm going to be too busy to take you to show you all that. So those 2 posts, those pictures, and you know, this is everything that we've been covering, and that is enormous, that we've got Mars on Andromeda, and again here now. And I've told you all the stories of Mary Ryan. If you look up Mary Ryan, Henry Cotton, Juliet Cameron, there are a lot. King Copper and the Beggar Maid. So this is her story. She was a true story, Victorian. So the White House in Freshwater Bay, and there she is, Mary Ryan. There she is. She looks like Andromeda, my great-grandmother. And there's Henry Cotton. And this was playing in Miranda. She was playing Miranda, and Prospero, again, Miranda. And there she was playing Romeo and Juliet with Henry Cotton. So we don't know if she was a little boy, and she was known in India as the Madonna. She was loved. Mary returned with her children. They say that somewhere. She wrote this in 1870, the same year she produced. So that picture of her as the May Queen, the Maypole Queen, came out in 1886, and I'm born in 68, and my son is born in 86, the beginning and the ending of Pluto passing through Virgo. And my poor son, but I think that, you know, maybe in a past life something was going on. Okay, my darlings, all my love, bye.